You think you're lazy, you think you lack discipline, you think if you just tried harder, you finally get things done. Wrong. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're not a failure. Your brain is literally controlling you right now. Every avoidance, every excuse, every "I'll start tomorrow." That's not weakness, that's neurology hijacking your free will. And until you understand how, you'll stay trapped. Same guilt, same shame, same cycle, forever. But here's what nobody tells you. Laziness doesn't exist. It's a lie your brain invented to keep you safe and stuck. Break the lie, break the loop, or your brain will keep winning every single time. Here's what nobody tells you. Laziness doesn't exist. Not biologically, not neurologically. It's a ghost. Every time you feel lazy, your brain isn't being weak, it's being protective. It's conserving energy for a threat it thinks is coming. A threat that isn't real. That procrastination, that paralysis, that scroll hole you fell into for 2 hours. Not a character flaw, not laziness, not your fault. That's your ancient survival mechanism, built for saber-toothed tigers. Misfiring inside a modern world with emails and dishes and text messages, your brain can't tell the difference. To it, a deadline feels like a predator. A difficult conversation feels like physical danger. Starting feels like risking death. So here's the real question, not how do I stop being lazy? That's the wrong question. The real question is, why does your brain think doing that task is dangerous? Find that answer, and you break everything. Let me shock you. Ready? When you avoid a task, your brain releases microdoses of cortisol the moment you even think about starting. Not doing it, just thinking. That's stress, that's fear. That's your body preparing for an emergency over a spreadsheet. Then comes the trap. The moment you scroll Instagram instead, dopamine, relief, reward, instantly. So your brain learns a deadly equation. Avoid task leads to feel safe. Do task leads to feel anxious. Scroll phone leads to feel good. What do you think your brain chooses every single time? The scroll, every single time. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're not broken. You are chemically addicted to avoidance. Same mechanism as any addiction. Same loops, same cravings, same crash afterward. That guilt you feel at 2 a.m., that shame after wasting a whole day, that's the hangover. And your brain still wants another hit tomorrow. That addiction is running your life, behind your back, inside your own skull, and you didn't even know it existed until now. Let me show you exactly how your brain controls you. 3 traps, all invisible, all powerful, and you fall into every single one of them, every single day. Trap number 1, the anticipatory anxiety loop. Your brain cannot tell the difference between real danger and imagined effort. Sounds crazy, right? But it's neuroscience. When you think about writing a report, your amygdala fires the same alarm as if you saw a snake. Same stress, same cortisol, same run or hide signal. The task isn't dangerous, but your brain thinks it is, so you avoid. You check your phone, you reorganize your desk, you make coffee. Anything except the thing. And every time you avoid, the loop gets stronger. Your brain learns, see, we avoided danger, good job. Next time, harder to start. Next time, more anxiety. Next time, more avoidance. You're not lazy. You're trapped in a loop, your own brain built to protect you from nothing. Trap number 2, the dopamine debt system. Your brain hates delayed rewards, hates them, passionately. Work now leads to reward later, maybe, equals. Brain says, no thanks, sounds fake. Scroll now, dopamine now. Brain says, yes please, give me everything. You're not fighting weak willpower, you're fighting millions of years of evolution with a to-do list. Evolution wants sugar, safety and status, right now. Your spreadsheet can wait, according to your brain, forever. So your brain builds a debt system. You borrow dopamine from your future self. You feel good now. You pay later with guilt, shame and zero progress. That's not laziness. That's your reward system being hijacked by modern dopamine slot machines, called phones and YouTube. Trap number 3, the identity trap. This one is the deadliest. Once you call yourself lazy, your brain stops fighting. It thinks, oh, that's who we are. No point trying. This is just our personality now. Your self-label becomes a permission slip to fail. Not, I procrastinated today, that's behavior. I am lazy, that's identity. Behavior can change. Identity feels permanent, and your brain loves permanent. Permanent means no more effort, no more trying, no more failing, so you stay stuck. Not because you can't move, but because you told yourself you're the kind of person who doesn't. 3 traps, 1 invisible prison. The anxiety loop makes starting feel dangerous. The dopamine debt makes distractions feel urgent. The identity trap makes quitting feel natural. And your brain runs all 3 simultaneously. While you sit there thinking you're just lazy, you're not lazy. You're neurologically handcuffed. And in the next part, I'm going to show you exactly how to break every single lock. So how do you fight back? Not with discipline. You've tried discipline. Discipline failed. Not because you're weak, because discipline fights your brain head on. And your brain always wins head on. You fight back with deception. You have to outsmart your own biology. Here's exactly how. 3 hacks. Use them today. Hack 1. The 5-minute rule. Tell your brain this exact sentence. We're not doing the task. We're just opening the document for 5 minutes. That's it. No pressure, no outcome, no expectation. Why this works? Your brain doesn't resist 5 minutes. Your brain resists the full task. The hour, the effort, the perfectionism. 5 minutes doesn't trigger cortisol. 5 minutes feels safe. And here's the magic. Once you start, your brain often keeps going. But even if it doesn't, 5 minutes is still more than 0. 5 minutes is victory. Hack 2. The named monster technique. Call it out loud, right now. Say this. Oh, my amygdala is firing again. It thinks this email is a tiger. Say it out loud. Hear yourself. Naming the fear activates your prefrontal cortex and the logical part of your brain. And the moment logic wakes up, fear drops by almost 50% instantly. You can't fight what you can't name. Name it, shrink it. Move. Hack 3, the dopamine bribe. Your brain hates delayed rewards, so stop delaying them. Pair a hated task with a loved thing. Only listen to your favourite podcast while cleaning. Only drink your fancy expensive coffee while doing admin work. Only watch that show while folding laundry. Your brain stops fighting when reward is immediate. Give it the bribe up front, then watch how fast resistance disappears. 3 hacks. No willpower required, just deception. Try one today, just one. And watch your brain realise it's been outplayed. The one sentence that rewires your brain from the inside out. You don't need motivation. You don't need discipline. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You just need this one sentence. Repeat it until your brain surrenders. I don't have to feel motivated. I just have to start. Say it again, slower this time. I don't have to feel motivated. I just have to start. One more time, mean it. I don't have to feel motivated. I just have to start. Here's why this sentence is a weapon. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings are controlled by your ancient brain, the same lizard brain that's been trying to protect you from imaginary tigers. You cannot control feelings directly. You've tried, you failed, everyone fails. But action is a choice, and choice is controlled by you, not your amygdala, not your cortisol, not your dopamine addiction, you. Your brain will scream, not yet, too tired, start later, one more video. That's not wisdom, that's not intuition, that's chemistry. That's a survival circuit, misfiring over a text message. You don't argue with chemistry. You don't negotiate with fear. You don't reason with addiction. You override it with movement. Watch what happens in the first second of action. Second 1, cortisol starts dropping. Second 3, dopamine begins rising. Second 5, momentum ignites every single time. No exceptions. It's biology, not luck. The loop flips. Now your brain stops running from the task. Now your brain starts chasing the action, because action now feels good, because momentum now feels safe, because you proved danger wasn't real. That procrastination loop that owned you for years, the one that made you feel lazy, broken, hopeless, shattered, in one sentence, in 1 second of movement. Not because you're special, because you finally stopped waiting to feel ready. Your brain will never feel ready, ever. That's the trap. The loop trap destroys that lie. Repeat after me one last time, quiet now, but powerful. I don't have to feel motivated. I just have to start. Say it until it's boring. Then start. Then watch your brain follow you for once. Here's the cruel truth. You'll watch this video right now. You'll feel inspired. You'll say, yes, that's me. Today I change. And tomorrow morning, your brain will wake up before you do. It will whisper, one more video. Just 10 more minutes. Start later. Start tomorrow. Start Monday. Same voice, same lie, same loop. That's not laziness. That's the loop trying to survive. You almost killed it today. So tonight, it's already planning its comeback. Tomorrow morning, it will fight for its life. And if you're not ready, it wins again. The only way to break it, do one small thing before your brain has time to argue. Not after you think about it, not after you feel ready, before. Before the cortisol hits, before the story starts, before the excuses load, wake up, sit up, open the thing. First 3 seconds of your day, no thinking, no feeling, no internal negotiation, just movement, just action, just war. Your brain doesn't expect that. Your brain prepares for hesitation. It prepares for debate. It does not prepare for 3 seconds of silence followed by action. That's not discipline. Discipline is a long game. This is a sneak attack. This is war. War against a neurological loop that has controlled you for years. And you don't win war by feeling ready. You win by starting before the first shot is fired. Start before the war begins. Every single time. Or the loop eats you alive. Comment one word below. Start. If you're done being controlled, if you're done with guilt, if you're done losing to your own brain, do it now. Save this video. Watch it every morning for 7 days. By day 7, your brain stops fighting because repetition rewires. Consistency kills loops because now you know the truth. You were never lazy. You were never broken. You were just outsmarted by your own biology. Not anymore, not tomorrow, not Monday, not when you feel ready, now. Fade to black. Text on screen. I don't have to feel motivated, I just have to start.